My introduction is done. Let me quickly, share a few slides with you about Juniper. We have been a company around 25 years now. That's pretty long. That's when the first generation of, all the IT and all that innovation has started. And we are happy to be here, even after 25 years. There must be something Juniper is doing right. I think that is about innovation. So whatever solutions and technology that Juniper embarked upon, I think we have been leaders into it, either first or second, and that kind of story continues, and that is why where we are. It's truly a global company now. We service a lot of customers, mission critical applications, in banks and airports, social media estates, right? So that continues. Of course, the telcos. Every telco across the globe, Juniper, is there at their core. And every telephone call you make or every, Google search you do, there is a good chance that somewhere it touches definitely a Juniper device, right? So that is kind of about establishing our credibility as the true global player. In India also, so let me start from the right side as to what we sell. So we have typically 4 solutions, that we sell. One is AI-driven enterprise, which is typically the wired and wireless LAN. Then cloud-ready data centers, right? So very, very strong portfolio of, not only the low latency switches, but at the same time, proper tools in order to help customers and partner like yourself, to do the life cycle orchestration throughout the data center. Then automated WAN, the SD-WAN sort of, that is how it is more popularly known. And last and not the least is security, connected security, right? So these are the 4 solutions that we sell to our customers. In India, apart from the global one, which I shared with you earlier, we have customers now across all the verticals and segments in India, right? Banking, finance, government of India, a lot of digital India initiatives, right? So we are there, in many, many of them. Manufacturing, PSUs, airports, Web 2.0 companies. So we are truly there, in every vertical that is there. Happy to share some of the mentions on the, on the media and press, right? SBI, Oil India, Syndicate Bank, Tata Player, Airtel, Lulu Group, they've started their big foray now into India, right? So these are, I'm taking liberty of mentioning some of these because they are all, the press allowed kind of things. But there are many other which probably when we discuss with each other, probably we can get into more details as well, right? Let me just tell you why we believe that we are absolutely ready for the next step. Number one is about customer choice, right? And all of us know very well that Gartner Magic Quadrant is a well-established analyst kind of a report which everybody refers, right? And I'm very happy to share that since last 2 consecutive years, Juniper is the topmost in the in the Magic Quadrant leader. So much so that if you see both on the x-axis as well as y-axis, that is completeness of vision and ability to execute, right? We are the farthest than our competitors, right? And by the way, all of you know this is customer's choice. It is the customer, the CIOs who are telling you this. So we are very, very proud of you, right? So as partners, when you go and talk about Juniper portfolio, I think this gives a very, very good start. So that's where, when we partner together, I would like to urge you to consider this. Not only this, in the other solutions that we do. As I said, we are either number 1 or number 2. I talked about this first one where we are leaders. Even in the data centers, right, we are in the leaders quadrant. WAN Edge, we started our journey 2 years back as a visionary, and I'm very confident that, in coming months and quarters, we will move there. Then there is one more, which is indoor location services. Juniper is the only mainline networking company who is there, in the magic quadrant there. Otherwise, I'm sorry, the words are very small, but all the others are very niche players into the indoor location services, So that's the complete portfolio. As I said, we are either number 1 or 2 in every technology that we sell. I wanted to just give you about, the roadmap and thought process in the way the entire portfolio is being built, in last 2 to 3 years. Absolutely from client to the cloud, users, to the apps, right? So there is one single cloud, which is called Juniper Mist, right? And then, you talk about wireless, wired, SD-WAN, data center, all the way to cloud, right? So the roadmap is that in the single cloud, all of this IT infrastructure, is actually getting monitored, controlled, and you have a view, a single pane view of this, right? Why is this happening, right? Cloud actually gives a lot of flexibility, in terms of innovation. What is happening is that a lot of telemetry data from the wireless, the wired switches, the security, and now the SD-WAN. So all that telemetry data is fed back into the AI engine, right? And from the Mist side, we are quite ahead in terms of the, it's the 3rd generation AI engine which is currently running, right? And those who follow how actually AI operates, that it is not easy to replicate AI on day 1, day 2, or day 3, right? It is the data training which continuously goes into it that makes the AI engine and its outcome, more and more effective. So we are quite ahead in this, right? So all that data which comes, one, it is either flown back on a weekly basis or sometimes maybe fortnightly basis in order to, kind of patches or something. Another important thing, since this is a microservices based architecture in terms of cloud, your operations don't get interacted. The updates happen automatically in the background. The users, everything, it's absolutely business as usual for them. So that is one. The second is we have a Marvis virtual assistance, right? So it is a conversational assistance, right? It kind of allows the users, by user I mean, the IT operators and so on, so to actually ask questions in natural language, right? And it actually gives you the answers or the remedies in actually natural language, right? So Marvis helps you do a lot of things. It's a problem solver. It's like a RE. All of you know that, when you deploy a network or any IT infrastructure, a lot of customers ask, boss, mujhe RE chahiye, right? So this is a virtual RE in a way, right? So you ask the question, it kind of helps you to do that. And it also provides, a complete, visibility of the entire network. So this is a portfolio, right? There are many, and of course, since we have a booth here, I would encourage, a lot of you have been to booth, but I'll still encourage, all of you to please go there, probably, ask some more questions. We have a live demo running there, so, please go and, spend some time there, right? The other thing is about ease of deployment. Now, all the products that I mentioned here, right, they come with a QR code, right? So no need of the CLI-based, configuration, other things, right? You do it once, right? Using the QR code, just claim the device into the network. It is as easy as that. All you need is just to fix the access points or, put the switches into the rack or something and it's on. So this is about overall portfolio and the way we are, kind of rolling it out. As I said, as we speak, wireless, wired, and even the SD-WAN, right, can be controlled through a single cloud. And that, I think, is a quite powerful thing from the user's perspective, from the customer perspective, in terms of visibility, in terms of making some dynamic changes in the network. So that's the power that they get. Some of the testimonials, right? Now, there is a little difference here, right? Many a times, when it comes to networking gear, we talk in terms of the features and so on and so forth, right? Now, the features are given, right? Here, the entire focus is on the user experience, service level expectation, right? So at let's say wireless level, there are 10 different parameters as a user you can set. Like for example, connection time. If you set it as, let's say, 5 seconds, right? So anything which is taking more than 5 seconds is flagged out. You can then use the AI and the Marvis to really go find out where the problem is, fix it, because it gives a very, very clear visibility as to where the problem lies, right? So fix it, come back, so that you are within the SLE. So likewise, and I would really urge that you go and have a look. I feel very excited about it, right? So this is all about, the mean time to resolution has dropped, by 96%. The rollout time dramatically reduced. As I said, it's the QR code based. You scan it and it's on, right? So a lot of benefits, this Marvis and the Mist cloud that brings to the entire network architecture. Switching to the, the next part, partnering. So I talked about Juniper, I talked about, the roadmap, something about the product or so. Now let's get back to the partnership, right? We believe that, all of us keep talking about cloud, right? It's here. It's no longer, where we ask questions, right? So as long as you understand the power of cloud, as long as you understand, the changes in the network pattern, automation, right? You and me can work together, partners, very, very clearly. I think that's the place for us to be, because we believe that that's really the forward thinking now in the networking era. We address to enterprises of all size. So as a customer, whether you have, as a partner, whether you have small customer, mid customer, all of them, as long as we believe that network and connectivity is critical for their businesses, and I think they are, right? Today, for every customer, it's critical, right? So that's what we believe that, they should get the same experience, and, that's why we should partner together. Full stack aware. I explained to you about, the entire, the product roadmap, right? So we are looking at the whole thing as a one single stack. So there are a lot of benefits if you look at the integrated operations. So if you believe in all that, let's work together. And last mode, we are active, growing, and we are gung-ho about growth at this point of time, right? So if you are growth-oriented, I know everybody is, right? So I think that is all the more reason that we should be partnering with each other. Quick last 2 slides. This is the partner program. Pretty busy slide. I'll just probably touch upon some of the top 1 or 2 items. These are the layers. Elite Plus is the topmost. Elite, Select, and Authorized. There are a lot of benefits, right? There are some requirements in terms of certifications and so on and so forth. If you see, there are certifications are mentioned here. They are again nothing new. It is the same portfolio that we sell. There are a lot of certifications. There are a lot of tools, deal registration, training, learning academy, pricing, so on and so forth. So it's a pretty, and this program has been growing from last, so many years, as to where it is reached so far, right? So pretty robust in terms of, the way the whole framework actually guides the, the partnership between us, and the partners. So please look at it. When we talk, maybe one-on-one, I can explain it better. These are the benefits. Again, they stack, being the highest, you have all the benefits, so on and so forth. So there are seller rewards to all the categories. Then there are discounts for front-end profitability, special price, so on and so forth. Deal registration, everybody can do deal registration. Now, as a partner, I need not tell you why it is so important, about locking a deal, right? So, need not to explain. We have a pretty solid, program, which ensures that, the opportunities that are brought by you are solidly locked. So, no problems on that. On top of it, if you win that opportunity, there are extra rebates starting from $1, rupee 1, right? So there are no targets. You close it, there's something. If you are select, there is X. If you are elite, maybe X plus something. So that's how this whole program gets graded further. Market development firms, core investment funds with the elite partners, right? So this is the entire, and sorry, this is the last one. All this, as a partner, this is a insights dashboard. You can see, in one thing, and it's quite real time, right? On any single day, you just open, you know where you stand. How much is your sales that you made? How much is deal rates? All of that, as a partner, you have, maybe as a partner owner, you have this access. You can see it, and you can have a easy look at it, right? My last slide. Why we should partner with us, right? As I said, we have a comprehensive portfolio, right? Truly based on the AI, right? Number two, as I said, we have all the analyst recommendation, right, from the Gartner as well as Forrester and others also. I did not mention them, but even the other analysts, we have pretty high ranking there. So all the more reason when you go and talk to your customer, they look at this. Number three is ease of partnering. I shared in brief about the partner program, and last is, of course, profitability throughout the life cycle, right? So with this, thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Look forward to probably see you at the demo booth. Thank you so much.